Hi, I'm Jen. The last time someone threw me a surprise party, I smiled, I was definitely surprised, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And then I needed 3 days to recover. If you know that feeling, then you are my people. Today I'm talking about those moments that make introverts quietly question society's idea of fun. So grab a cozy drink, settle in somewhere peaceful, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's talk about 6 things that will never, and I mean never, make sense to an introvert. Have you ever noticed how some people panic at silence? The moment there's a pause, they blurt out, "So, crazy weather, huh?" And you find yourself thinking, yeah, it's weathering. Introverts prefer conversations with purpose. Talking about the weather or traffic or what someone had for lunch just feels like a waste of time. It's not that we dislike people. We just value our mental and emotional energy and we don't like to waste it on trivialities. For introverts, small talk requires effort. We're constantly weighing what to say, how to keep the conversation going, how to read social cues. Over time, even friendly, idle chat becomes mentally exhausting. Extroverts often find small talk energizing. Introverts rarely do. Without personal meaning or emotional satisfaction, idle chat simply feels like social noise. Number 2, group chats are introvert purgatory. On the one hand, if you mute them, you feel guilty. On the other hand, if you unmute them, you have 132 unread messages. I'm in one right now that started in 2020, during the pandemic, of course. And at this point, it's part of my phone plan. Someone's always sharing memes, somebody's replying with emojis, and I am always somehow 50 messages behind. Even if I don't participate, even if I'm a lurker, just seeing dozens of messages pop up during the day, it can feel like little bursts of stress to me. It's just a constant demand for my attention, and that feels draining. Introverts like to think carefully before they speak or type. But in a group chat, the fast pace and the multiple participants kind of make you feel like you have to answer quickly. And that, for an introvert, makes the interaction stressful, not enjoyable. Most group chats are filled with small talk and memes. It's enjoyable for most people and just exhausting for most introverts. The endless chatter can feel pointless and tiring. And since most introverts don't have a huge social circle, missing messages from the social circle that you do have involved in this group chat can create subtle feelings of guilt, and trying to keep up with it all can feel overwhelming. It's like a little tug of war between wanting to stay connected, but also needing time without being connected. It's not that group chats are bad because introverts don't like people. It's that group chats demand attention. They demand your social energy. And they demand quick responses if you want to keep up. And introverts thrive in calm, intentional conversation, not high-speed, multi-person chatter. Back in the day, communication by written letter meant that you could take days, even weeks, to respond to someone's conversation. And nobody thought you'd been abducted. Nobody was demanding an answer right now, right now, right now. What do you think? What do you think? Oh, we're on to the next topic. Simpler times. Another thing, number 3, that just doesn't make sense to me is the "you should get out more." It's a classic, usually said by someone who thinks introverts are just one good brunch away from being fixed. Introverts recharge by being alone. You can't fix that. There's nothing broken. Quiet moments at home, reading, crafting, aren't signs of boredom or depression. We're recharging our brains. Being out more does not improve my energy level. It drains it. I like to socialize, but not constantly. I can't do it all the time. A deep conversation with one person or a small gathering is far more satisfying to me than a large party or endless networking events. So while extroverts thrive on frequent social stimulation, introverts get by with far fewer social interactions. Happily. Look, I'm not a hermit. I go out, I run errands, I visit with friends and family, I do hobbies. It's just on a schedule that makes me feel comfortable, which may not be the go, go, go schedule that an extrovert would prefer. Being told to get out more, that I need to get out more, just ignores entirely the fact that I am living a full and happy life on my own terms. Maybe it's not traditionally a social life, but I don't need to get out more. I just need to recharge better. Number 4, luckily for me, and I just mentioned this, but I work from home, and I have been able to work from home at 2 different very good jobs for the past 15 years. It is introvert heaven. But if you've ever had to work in an open plan office, and I did, back in the past, you know, 12 people, 1 long table, no peace. For introverts, open office plans can feel like emotional and cognitive chaos, disguised as a collaboration-friendly design. Open offices are noisy. People chat, keyboards clack, phones ring. There's an office hum. Introverts are usually more sensitive to sensory input. So even low-level background noise can feel overwhelming. Instead of concentrating on your work, you're constantly trying to filter out distractions. It's exhausting. And in an open office, everything is visible. I always felt pressure to be busy, to be sociable, to be approachable at all times, even when what I needed was some quiet time to just focus. This stressed me out, and it honestly made the workday feel longer. If extroverts and society at large think that open offices encourage collaboration, I am here to say on behalf of, I'll say most introverts, that no. Open offices encourage migraines and daydreams of early retirement. Give me a cubicle, a door, and a plant. That's not isolation, that's efficiency. I don't need to be in the middle of the action with chatter and activity going on all around me in order to feel connected. I need a pot of tea and silence to do my best work. And this next one, number 5, is going to be for mainly office workers, I think. It's called the Introduction Circle of Doom. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Your name, your role, and a fun fact about you. Immediately, all introverts, including this one, are going, no. I like to think before I speak. Get a really good answer, a fully thought out answer. But in one of these stupid, let's introduce ourselves circles, there's no time for that. There's no time to organize your thoughts. You're expected to summarize your identity, your name, a role, and a fun fact, like that. This can lead to awkward silences, stumbles, or just plain old blurting out something random just to get it over with. When everyone's going around doing this, it's easy to start to compare yourself to your extroverted colleagues who are, effortlessly funny and engaging and quick with a quip. That can add extra stress on top of already not being in your best environment. I remember being in one of these introduction circles way back, thank goodness, but I still remember it to this day. You had to say your name, your first name, and then some food that you liked that began with the first letter of your name. This was a room full of fully adult business people. So here I am saying, hi, my name is Jen and I like Jell-O. What the heck else was I supposed to say? What else begins with a J? Juju beans? What was the purpose of that? It was senseless. I am still at a loss. This is probably 20 years later right now. I am still at a loss And I lost respect for the leader, the management leader who made us do that stupid game. Number 6, my last one, and it's kind of related to the first one, but there are people who cannot handle silence. They have to fill it with random noise. So, anyway, but silence isn't awkward. Silence is glorious. It's a spa for the soul. Silence is restorative. It gives you a mental break. When someone can't handle silence, it stops that recharge right in its tracks, forces me to re-engage. When people panic at quiet moments, it creates awkwardness, tension, even mild annoyance. Because introverts know there's nothing wrong with silence. It's a natural and pleasant interlude. And extroverts are ruining it with their nervous little chatter. Look, if I can sit beside you and you say nothing, and we still feel comfortable, congratulations, you've officially joined my circle of quiet trust. So there you have it. 6 things that still make absolutely no sense to introverts. Even after decades of quietly observing humanity from the sidelines. If you related to any of these, leave me a comment, as always. Or just nod quietly to yourself. I'll sense it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.